The recently concluded term, finals, was focused on the use of the SSIS packages through the SQL Data Services and also cleansing data. Here, I learned several things. First is about data compression and column store indexes. Column store indexes are a technology for storing, retrieving, and managing data by using a columnar data format called a column store. It is important for faster query performance and data compression. Next is the significance of partitioning. Partitioning is basically a way to help us support very large tables and indexes by letting us decompose them into smaller and more manageable pieces called partitions. Next is doing tasks like a simple ETL process in SQL Data Services. We were able to do hands-on activities with the use of SQL Data Services using a lot of different tasks like data flow tasks, SQL tasks, and many more. Finally, I learned about cleansing data with data quality services. Sometimes, there are errors in our data. For example, there are duplicates with very minimal differences, like a typo in the name, or just a little number difference in the dates. Well, cleaning data with data quality services helps us address that said issue. And so now, let me show you a laboratory exercise on cleansing data.
So first, you'll have to run the Data Quality Server installer to set up DQS. In my case, I have already run through the installation, and so we immediately head to the Data Quality client, which is this one. Here we can see three parts: knowledge-based management, data quality projects, and administration. This part is basically for monitoring and configuration. But let's talk about knowledge base and data quality projects. A knowledge base is basically what contains like the rules that we're going to follow when matching or cleansing our data through a data quality services project. So first, let's create our knowledge base. Let's name this customer base. We can create the knowledge base from none, an existing knowledge base, or we import a DQS file. In our case, we're gonna create the knowledge base from an existing knowledge base, which is the DQS data. This one is already existent by default in the data quality services. We select matching policy. Okay, now here we are. We're gonna have to map our columns with these following domains. But first, we'll have to define our data source. Our data source will be a comma-separated file called customers. And then we're gonna map the columns into these domains. So for last name, we're gonna use the last name domain. For the address line, we're gonna use US places. And as for first name, we're gonna use the same last name. Then since it's already taken here, we're gonna have to rename the domain name to first name. And click next. From here, we're gonna have to create our own matching policy. So here are the rules. Let's add in the domains that we have defined earlier. And so we're gonna have to set the similarity type of each domain. So for first name and last name, we're gonna set it to similar, but as for places, we're gonna set it to exact. So as for weight, this should sum up to 100. So we're gonna put in 50 for places, 20 for first name, and 30 for the last name. Of course, you can set it as you like. We have the minimum matching score as 80. This will serve as like the confidence level of the system when matching the data with our knowledge base. And so once you're done with all of that, let's start matching the results. This process will take a little long, so we're probably just gonna skip this part. Okay, now that matching is done, we can see a summary of the matching right here. then click Next. Here we can see the source statistics, like the percentage of new data and unique data. So here we're just gonna press Start, and then we're gonna click Finish, so that we're gonna publish our knowledge base to be used in our data services quality project later on. Now that was just for our knowledge base. We have successfully created the rules that we're gonna base from when we're gonna cleanse our data. So now let's head on to really cleansing our data. Let's make a new data quality project. So for the name, we're gonna name it Cleanse Customer. And we're gonna use the knowledge base we just created, which is customer base. Click Matching and then click Next. Now, we're going to have to choose the data source which we want to cleanse. So let's say, for example, we want to cleanse that customer CSV file we used a while ago. So here are the mappings, and then we're just going to click Next. And from here, we're going to click Start. Basically, what Data Quality Service does is that it matches the data from the data source with our knowledge base, and then it shows us the matching results. And then we're going to be given the decision if we're going to reject or accept the data that it returns. So now we're just going to skip through this pre-processing and matching part because this takes long. Okay, so after that, we're going to see the matching results. For example, for these two, DQS is a confidence level of 92%. And so, something like they're really similar. So that means that it somehow really matched with our knowledge base. As you see, they're really similar, except for this part. So in this part, you could reject or accept these data. So right now, just for example, we're going to reject this one and then we're going to click Next. Here, you're going to set where you're going to export your results. So as for us, we're going to export it to CSV file. We can export matching results or survivorship results or both. Matching results are the ones that were matched, the ones that were shown in the table, and survivorship results are the ones that we have accepted. And so you're just going to browse through and set where you want to save the exported file. To end this video, I believe that finals was all about automating tasks like doing the ETL process with the use of SQL Data Services and cleansing data. It also touched on improving query performance and data storage through compression. That's all. Thank you for watching.